want to talk a little bit about clearly written goals. And I mentioned this in more depth in the Landscape Success courses, but one of the things that I learned early on, I was fortunate to learn this at 15, was that common to almost every successful person who's really made a difference on the planet is having clearly defined written goals. Now, I took this to a certain amount of an extreme. I had yearly goals, quarterly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, and daily goals. And I found that if I used that system where I reviewed my goals just before going to bed, which goals did I achieve and what would be my goals for the next day, and I reviewed them in the morning, and I did the most difficult goals immediately, and often worked it into a schedule. I'll do this, then I'll do this, then I'll do this, then I'll do this. And if there were complicated goals, down into subcategories. In order to print this document, I will write it, I'll save it in a PDF, I'll go to this printer and I'll print it, and broken down into subcategories, and then doing that in sequence, I found that a phenomenal thing happened. First of all, 400% more of the important things in my life that I aspired to got done. So in my experience, if you will write and review and act on written goals, you, like me, will get 4 times, 400% more of the important key objectives in your life accomplished. Now, the other thing I noticed was I'd often get to the midpoint of the year, and because it's fun to overachieve, I'd have most of my yearly goals done. It would be fun to say, these are my goals for the quarter, and well, I've done that in the first month. I've done most of the key goals for the quarter in the first month, because a lot of these things, it just takes focus, it just takes writing down and taking action, and it's done. It's not a big deal. You just never get around to it unless it's written down. So I would then get to July or August or September and say, I need to expand my goals for the year. And that was fun, to just notice the incredible acceleration and return on investment of written goals. If you don't have goals for your business, write them down. Nobody spends energy for something that's undefined. No one works their ass off for something you can't clearly see. You don't see the payoff. As soon as you can clearly imagine the payoff, that's when you can justify the effort it takes to get it. Because what motivates all energy expenditure is desire. And what motivates desire are the feelings that come from imagining something clearly and deeply. If you can see something clearly and deeply that you want, you will feel desire. And that's what gets you out of bed. That's what makes you work the extra hour that day, is that desire. So that the work doesn't feel like a sacrifice. It feels like it's taking you closer to what you want. Now, as soon as you've clearly defined what you want, the most intelligent question is, what is the most graceful path to get there? What is the path that takes the least amount of effort, the least amount of money, the least amount of natural resources to take you reliably to your goal? That's intelligence. Choosing the path of grace is what every intelligent person does. But first you need to know the goal. Then you need to analyze the ways of getting there. And then when you see a path of getting there that is literally 20 times faster than the path that you're on, your desire will compel you to change course, to take the path of grace because it's more fun, because it's easier, to spend less energy and get there faster. And that's a lot, for me, what the Landscape Success courses are all about.